Hey, welcome to the Martial Arts Business Academy. Great to have you with me. I've been thinking during the week, there are so many things that I can show you about marketing or business practice or the latest tactics. But probably one of the best things I can tell you is from personal experiences and see if you can gain something from it. I've been teaching martial arts for a long time, and I suppose I was one of the early instructors who were an oriental in teaching the martial arts. And I was a young guy and I wanted to open a class. So I opened a class, found out I got virtually nobody into my class. I then wrote away to the local newspaper because I didn't have any money, so I couldn't advertise. I was already a young guy. So I sent off to the newspaper expecting the week after next to have a story about me, and of course it never happened. And about 2 months later, there was like a 4-line piece in the local newspaper. And I thought, wow, this is it. Everybody's going to come pouring into my class now. And, well, of course they didn't. And time went by and I had one student. I had 2 students. And I was going, yeah, this is going to be it. It's going to be on a roll now. And then I went down to 1 student. For several months, and I thought I can't cope like this. We're going to have to go close the class down. And then Bruce Lee came along. I think it was the Fist of Fury was the first one. And I had an Irish guy who was my only student at the time, and he went for a break, to have wash and whatever, have a little rest during the middle of the lesson. And he came back in really, really excited. And he was finding it really difficult to get out the fact there was lots of people were queuing up outside. And he said they're pouring out by coaches, they're coming in huge amounts of people. And I stuck my head out the window, and one of those old hippie Volkswagen vans turned up. And the door swung open, and the biggest mass of kids came falling out. There must have been 10 kids at least. And I went outside and there were just a huge amount of people waiting to join up in the class, simply because they'd been enthralled by seeing what martial arts can do for you. So I signed them up, and the next week I had 40 students in the class. 40 students. And it just grew and grew and grew. And I did very little about it because, well, basically I didn't know what to do. I wasn't trained in marketing or advertising. And so the class grew and grew. And the thing that I think I've learned from it is very occasionally you get a potential big break. And in that big break, you should do everything you can to ride it as far and as fast as you can go. Now, at the time, there were people telling me, like my parents, wanted to be safe and secure, have a nice, steady job, rather than doing what I wanted to, which was be a martial arts instructor. But at the time, no one earned their living, or hardly anybody earned their living at teaching martial arts, which, of course, today seems like unthinkable. It's a very standard profession. And I think the thing I also learned is when you get a break, you must take calculated risks sometimes. If you think it's going to fly, whatever's going on in our society or in our economy or whatever, then you have to just go for it and push it as far as it can go. But around this, there are opportunities all the time. They may not be those big opportunities that just change everything. And apparently we get about 5 of those in our whole lifetime. Life-changing things that happen. And if we say yes, we end up very well off, living a wonderful life of our dreams, or we end up bemoaning the fact that we missed that particular tide that rose and went and passed us by. So look around you. What's going on around you that you can leverage your class to? Is there a special day coming up? Like, I don't know, if you're an instructor and your art particularly benefits backs, if there's a bad back day, or a something day that you can link your class to, that you can link your school to, and ride on the back of that. Give good service, obviously, but why not see if you can some way hitched a ride for your class to what's going on in your society at the time. Okay, that's that for today. Write in, tell me what you'd like to hear, tell me if you've got any questions, and we'll try and do a video every week and a blog post every week, and put up more and more articles so you can learn from not only my experience but the experience of lots of other people who are doing very, very well. Thank you very much. Have a great week. When you get the opportunity, make the most of it, and the opportunities are there all the time. This is John Hine signing off for now. Remember, don't forget to send me those questions. See you next week. You take care. Bye.